Alright, so I watched a Netflix original that released over the weekend. Now let's talk about the new Hulu original from 20th Century Fox, 20th Century Studio and Disney, called No One Will Save You. My goodness, this is really good. I really enjoyed this film. It is truly an entertaining concept film. It is all about how the story is told and directed that you will get the full movie. The story is simple, really. It is Home Alone meets Nope, in my opinion. I think Nope is the best comparison, but it's Home Alone meets, like, Nope. An alien movie, it's just Home Alone meets aliens. And that's pretty much the story, because other than that simple thing that you notice right away, the rest is all really subtle. And I'll get into why it's subtle later. But this isn't easy. I just really liked how the story was told more than the actual story, so I have to give it a hand grenade score for how the story is told and executed. Cinematics. This is so well made to be anxious and thrilling. It is very good anxious thriller horror, and that's the good type of horror in my opinion. It does a great job of setting up the threat, and I do have to say I really liked the beginning of the film a little more with the threat of the aliens rather than at the end. But I do really like how they shoot 90% of the time, how they shoot the aliens for that cinematic feel to be like blurred and out of focus from the camera and the shoot. I really like how they did that cinematically. And the score is chef's kiss, fantastic. Like, it does a great job of building the suspense, and it is very good suspense. So I'm gonna have to give another hand grenade score here. Now let's talk about the bread and butter, the directing. Jeez, Brian Duffield does a great job of directing this film. It is fantastically directed, in my opinion. The directing is what makes this film, and the way he makes his scenes is fantastic. His shot composition, his scene composition is great. The way he frames a shot is just phenomenal. I cannot praise it enough. You just have to see it yourself. So another hand grenade score here. Now let's talk about another piece of the bread and butter of this film, which is the acting. And my goodness, this is where we get to the actual thrill of the film. There are 8 total lines of dialogue, and only one of them is like audible that you will be able to understand. It is a near silent film carried on the back of Kaitlyn Dever's acting alone. To think she went from Ticket to Paradise to this is the funniest shit ever. She goes from this super happy rom-com set on a beautiful island to a super dreary horror movie set in Louisiana. I don't remember where this movie's set actually, but it is super dreary and dark and like musty. It is a great performance, honestly. If this had a theatrical release, like, I would say nominate her for an Oscar, because that is Oscar worthy. I haven't seen A Quiet Place, but I think this is what is similar to. Like, I think you can compare Kaitlyn Dever to Emily Blunt in A Quiet Place. But, of course, different. But it is a very good performance. So good that you forget that there isn't really anyone else in the movie, because she does such a great job, and the scenes are so well focused on her and her, like, tiny little acting niches for the story and the script. Great acting. Hand grenade score. My expectations and experience, I didn't know what to expect, because I actually hadn't really read much about the movie. I had just saw that it was getting some like positive vibes. I actually didn't know that there was no talking the entire film, but then when I started watching, I'm like, holy shit, yeah, this is pretty epic. It was really well told, and I liked the suspense at the beginning of the film more than at the end, but it did have that uneasy feeling nature to it all. Unfortunately, this movie came out the same year as Talk to Me, so it's not my favorite horror movie of the year. But it is really good, and I strongly recommend, although it's not really horror as much as it is thriller. It's more thrilling than it is horror, and it is damn good at what it does. Hand grenade score there from Hand Grenade for Expectations, and I can't say this enough, but if you have Hulu, go check this film out. It is worth a watch, and so I strongly recommend it. This is a certified hand grenade movie. Go check it out. And so, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this film. Leave a like if you enjoyed the review. Comment down below if you have checked out this film or if you're planning on checking it out. And subscribe if you haven't already. And other than that, I'll leave you guys to it.